Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Buggy Coder. I hope you guys are doing well and great as well. So, today our topic is default versus named export. It is a very important topic in our playlist, though it is not a topic of React, it is a topic of pure JavaScript. So, without wasting much time, let's start. In JavaScript, exports are two types: default export and named export. And in this video, we are going to discuss the difference between them. First is default export. In default export, the export statement will be export default function. The default keyword is used here. In the same time, the import statement is import the component name or the value name from the respective component. Right. In case of named export, the export statement will be export function and the function name. The default statement will be not used in case of named export. The import statement will be the import within the curly bracket, the component name or the value name from the respective component. For the default export, you write the default import. You can put any name you want after import. So, in default export, whenever you export any component or any value from a component, whenever you want to import this particular value or component to any other component, you can put any name you want in place of its exact name. Like in case of this particular scenario here, you can write like example import banana from the button.js. But if you think in button.js, exactly the banana is not present, but you can write banana whatever name you want in place of import statement. It is the beauty of default export. But in name export, you need to write exact name in both statement, like export statement and import statement. These names should match to each other. In default export, you can export only one function or one value from a particular component. But in name export, you can export multiple values or multiple components from a particular component. That's all for our default and named export theoretical part. Now we are going to implement this to our project so that you can understand this theory more better way. So let's go. So this is our project that we have made in our previous videos. In our project we have a myImage component that is imported in our app.jsx. So In my image component, we have done it with default export mechanism. That's why you can see here export default the component name. In my.jsx, we have imported this my.image here with default import statement. So, as I mentioned in our theoretical part, we can rename this my image with any other name. Like I can write it my picture in place of my image. And if I replace all my image with my picture like this way, you can see nothing is changed in your project, because from my image we have exported with default export. But if we have done it with named export like this way, export, we have to omit this default and place it with curly brace and save it here and go to our project. You can see nothing is showing in your project because something going wrong. What is going wrong? We have to import it from here with import statement of named export. Like we have to import it exactly the name we have mentioned here, that is my image. From component my image, and I will replace this all with my image again. See the project running again successfully. That is the difference between default export and named export. In case of named export, you can export as many as component you want. Like if I want to export any other component like image, my image title, my image title. Like I can say it is React logo, and we need to export it like same manner, my image title. Okay, and I'm going to import it in our app.jsx, my image title, and place it here my image title. So let's go. Yeah, it is coming here. Basically, we have export two components from our myimage.js. Suppose you need to export one of them in default manner and one of them with name manner. So how we can do it? So let's do it from here. Suppose we need to export this my image in default manner and we need to export my image title in name manner, because so export default my image, and we need to delete this my image or named export from here like this way, and in my app.js we need to delete this my image from our named export import statement and import my image like a default export import statement in this way. Okay, this is working fine. Basically, this is the difference between default export and named export. Now the question is, which is recommended to use? So it is up to you, whichever you want to use, which you makes comfortable to use. There is no such a rule that you need to use default export, you need to use name export. It is completely up to you and your project structure. That is the basically concept of default export and named export. That's all for today. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any suggestion for my channel, please do comment me so that I can modify this from my way. Thank you. We will see again in my next video.